So I had three vocalists on this channel. One was Pastor Tolan Morgan, who's the actual artist that's the principal artist of this record. And then I had John P. Key. And then I had, and it looks real crazy now because I was trying to show something. So these actual waves look something like that. That's probably the normal size of the waves. So I had Pastor Tolan, and then I had Pastor John P. Key, and then I had Pastor Tim Rogers on this record. Three different vocalists recording from three different places with three different mics. Pastor Tolan did a combination of singing and talking at the same time. So what I did was I separated his singing tracks, his singing and his talking tracks. Let me turn all these off red so I don't, off touch so I don't inadvertently mess up these mixes for a second. Then we'll talk about the lead. I want to talk about the vocals at first, and then we're at the track level. Then we'll talk about the bus level where all the action is happening. It's another day. So that's where he was singing. It's another day. So I got his singing tracks here. Every time, anything you see on this track right here is something that he was singing. But then he was also doing his Kirk Franklin thing and just talking. You know, like so if I go in this space right here.
Lamentations chapter 3, verse 23.
So that presents a interesting challenge because you got an artist that's talking, singing, singing. And if you treat the entire file as one whole, you're going to run into issues. So that's why I did some separation real quick on it, as you can see. So when we go to his actual talking,
it's another day.
You got that on the singing. I don't know why I keep doing that, sorry.
But he made all. And so today.
So we got that going on. Just messing around with this EQ on this. And the reason this EQ probably looks as crazy as it does is because I was trying to get the vocals to match as close as possible between John P. Key's mic, Pastor Tolan's mic, the talking voice, and the singing voice. So you just get in, you start getting in Pro Q, you start soloing bands, you start listening for stuff, you're going A and B and back and forth between this, that, and the other until you get them to sound as close as possible to where it sounds, because he actually did record the vocal. These were two. So if you can see, this says Pastor Morgan and this says Pastor Morgan Fix. So initially, if I remember this record, this was last year, like mid part of last year at that. So this was like 8-9 months ago. If I remember correctly, there was a part of the first part of this record was he just sung through it, you know what I mean, all the way. And then he decided to come back, Pastor Morgan Fix, and they fixed some stuff and he added in the talking parts. And these were recorded at two different places, two different locations, two different engineers, two different microphones. This is the kind of stuff that, you know, we always deal with. This is common. Pretty sure if you've been doing anything in production and music and recording for years, you've had this happen to you. So I had to just work with what I had. So if I go to the EQ on there, it's a little bit different. So you can see this was the EQ on his singing mic, and then pull up the talking. And then this is the EQ on the talking mic. You know what I mean? So you can see two. So obviously the what's it called mic, the singing or the talking mic was brighter than the singing mic. You know what I mean? So I just had to do what I could do to try to make it work and make the transition not sound as awkward, because you end up with this.
God gets.
Then he comes back here.
All right, now lift your voice right here.
See, you can tell they're two different mics.
Shout it to the world.
We're going to listen to this other part when he comes and starts singing.
Here's why.
Mixing is a very, very hard art to master. I know because I've been trying to master this art for several years. That is one of the reasons why I do Mix Mondays. It's a learning environment, and every mix that I do, I learn something new. And I've taken everything that I've learned over the years and we have poured it into our mixing templates. Mixing templates are a great starting place, and we have created several templates that allow you to get up and going quickly, and we have created them for Logic Pro X, we have created them for Pro Tools, for Studio One, for Ableton Live, and so many others. So if you're interested in taking your mixing to the next level, or even just getting started, make sure you check out these links down below in the description of this video and grab your template today. All right, back to the show. When he comes here, sings.
But he made all.
You know, it's not perfect. It's two different mics. So you're just doing what you kind of do to try to make it. When you hear it in the context of the mix, it sounds, you know, fine.
God can. All right, now lift your voice right here.
You see what I'm saying? So everything is presenting its own challenges. Compressor, I'm using the C2 by Fab Filter. And then we have this Pool Tech. And I got the same chain on both tracks. Then we got this Pool Tech. And as you can see, again, two totally different types of EQ. You can see the differences that I had to do to try to make these mics match. And I had to do the exact same thing with John P. Key's mic, as well as Pastor Tim Rogers' mic as well. There was just a lot of matching and EQing because we're dealing with different people singing in different places, with different mics, with different engineers. But I pretty much kept the same flow on all of their voices. C2 as the compressor, and then the Pool Tech. So you can see the Pool Tech on Pastor Tim's vocal here, and then you can see the Pool Tech as well on John P. Key's vocal. So you can see I had to bump up 100, about 6 dB boost, 10K at 6, and cut 20 down to 4. You know what I mean? 5 here. This is almost the same, but we had to do, these were similar. These weren't as hard to match as that. But yo, I hope you enjoyed this exclusive clip from our Mix Monday live streams. We do these live on Monday nights, so make sure you grab the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss it when we go live. If you want to check out more of these, check out this playlist right over here. And if you're interested in taking your mixing or production to the next level, check out the templates and the links that we have below. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.